Hey everyone, it's Marka Brownlee here. You know, we spend a lot of time on this channel talking about the latest and greatest tech, the cutting-edge stuff that pushes the boundaries of what's possible. But today, we're going in a different direction. Today, we're diving into the most surprising first products of some of the world's most popular companies. You won't believe what these giants started with. Alright, let's kick things off with a company everyone knows, Apple. Today, Apple is synonymous with innovation, sleek design, and cutting-edge technology. But have you ever wondered how it all began? Let's take a journey back in time. Now, you might be thinking, Apple, that's easy, they started with computers, right? Yes, indeed. But the story is much richer and more fascinating than just the creation of computers. Well, you're not wrong, but it wasn't the sleek MacBooks and iPhones we know today. The early days of Apple were filled with experimentation, passion, and a lot of hard work. We're going all the way back to 1976, to a time before Apple was even incorporated. The world of technology was vastly different back then, with bulky machines and limited capabilities. This is the era of Steve Wozniak tinkering away in garages, and the product that started it all was the Apple I. Wozniak, a brilliant engineer, had a vision of creating a personal computer that was accessible to everyone. But hold on, the Apple I wasn't the polished machine you might imagine. It was a far cry from the user-friendly devices we see today. It wasn't even a complete computer. There was no sleek casing, no built-in keyboard, and certainly no monitor. Imagine a motherboard exposed with a bunch of chips and circuits and no case, keyboard, or monitor. It was raw, unrefined, and required a lot of assembly. That was the Apple I, a computer kit essentially. Buyers had to put it together themselves, which was part of the charm for many early tech enthusiasts. It was targeted at hobbyists and engineers, people who loved to get their hands dirty with electronics. These were the pioneers of the personal computing revolution. Wozniak, the engineering genius behind it, actually designed it to impress his buddies at the Homebrew Computer Club. This club was a gathering of like-minded individuals who shared a passion for computing. They were blown away, and Steve Jobs, with his visionary business acumen, saw the potential. Jobs recognized that Wozniak's creation could be the foundation of something much bigger. They sold around 200 of these kits, each assembled by hand, for a hefty $666.66 back then. This price might seem odd, but it was a reflection of Wozniak's playful personality. It wasn't a mass-market hit, but it was the spark that ignited the Apple fire. This humble beginning laid the groundwork for what would become one of the most influential companies in the world. From these modest origins, Apple would go on to revolutionize the tech industry, introducing products that would change the way we live and work. The Apple I was just the beginning of an incredible journey. Today, we see the fruits of that labor in every iPhone, iPad, and MacBook. But it's important to remember where it all started, with a simple, unassuming computer kit in a garage. The story of Apple is a testament to the power of vision, innovation, and perseverance. It's a reminder that even the biggest successes often have the humblest beginnings. Next up, we're traveling across the globe to South Korea, to the tech giant we know as Samsung. Now, Samsung is known for its smartphones, TVs, appliances, you name it. Their products are in millions of homes and hands around the world, making life easier and more connected, but their origin story takes a sharp turn away from the tech world. It's a tale that begins in a very different era and industry. Picture this, 1938, decades before the first smartphone, Samsung emerges on the scene. It was a time when Korea was under Japanese rule, and the economy was vastly different from today. And their product? Get ready for it. Dried fish and noodles. Yes, Samsung started as a small trading company dealing in everyday goods. Yes, you heard that right. It's hard to imagine that the same company that now leads in cutting-edge technology once dealt in such humble commodities. Samsung, the company that now produces some of the most advanced technology, started as a trading company, exporting goods like fish, vegetables, and noodles to China. This was a time when Korea's economy was primarily agrarian, and trade was a crucial part of survival. It was a humble beginning, deeply rooted in the Korean market. The company was founded by Lee Byung-chul, a young entrepreneur with a vision. But even in those early days, there was a hint of their future ambition. Lee Byung-chul had big dreams for his small company, and he was determined to see them through. The name Samsung itself translates to 3 stars in Korean, symbolizing something big, powerful, and enduring. This name was chosen to reflect the founder's vision of creating a company that would last and shine brightly. And over the next few decades, Samsung would live up to that name. They diversified their business, moving into various industries and laying the groundwork for future success. They expanded into textiles, insurance, and eventually, in the late 1960s, they took their first steps into the world of electronics. This was a pivotal moment that would set the stage for Samsung's transformation into a tech powerhouse. Little did anyone know that this small trading company would one day become a global tech titan. From dried fish to smartphones, Samsung's journey is a testament to innovation, resilience, and the power of a visionary dream. Chapter 3. Sony the Rice Cooker Flop. Our next stop takes us to Japan, the land of the rising sun and the birthplace of another tech giant, Sony. Sony is synonymous with innovation, from the iconic Walkman to their groundbreaking gaming consoles. But their journey began with a product that, well, didn't exactly cook up a storm. It's 1946, post-World War II Japan, and a young company called Tokyo Telecommunications Engineering Corporation, later renamed Sony, is trying to find its footing. They released their first product, an electric rice cooker. Now, rice cookers are a staple in Japanese households, but this one missed the mark. It was unreliable, often burning the rice or cooking it unevenly. Imagine the disappointment of expecting a perfectly cooked bowl of rice and getting a burnt mess instead. The rice cooker flopped, selling less than 100 units. It was a major setback for the fledgling company, but instead of admitting defeat, they learned from it. They realized the importance of quality control and listened to customer feedback. This experience would shape their future approach to product development, leading them to create some of the most iconic and reliable tech devices in history. The young engineers at Sony were undeterred by this initial failure. They went back to the drawing board, sketching new designs and brainstorming innovative ideas. They tested and retested their products, ensuring that each one met the highest standards of quality. Their perseverance paid off when they introduced the world's first transistor radio, a product that revolutionized the industry. The transistor radio became a massive hit, bringing portable music to the masses and cementing Sony's reputation as an innovator. This success marked the beginning of Sony's global expansion, as they continued to innovate and introduce new products. From electronics to entertainment, Sony's diverse product range grew, making them a household name worldwide. Today, Sony's impact on technology is undeniable, with products that have shaped the way we live, work, and play. Their commitment to innovation continues to drive them forward, as they explore new frontiers in technology. Sony's vision for the future is bright, with a focus on creating cutting-edge technology that enhances our lives. The legacy of Sony is a testament to their resilience, creativity, and unwavering dedication to excellence. From the humble beginnings of a failed rice cooker to becoming a tech giant, Sony's journey is truly remarkable. As we look to the future, we can only imagine the incredible innovations that Sony will bring to the world. And so, the story of Sony reminds us that even the greatest successes often start with a flop. Thank you for watching. Chapter 4, Nintendo, From Cards to Consoles. Let's jump back a bit further in time for our next company, Nintendo. Today, Nintendo is synonymous with video games. From Mario to Zelda, their characters and consoles have shaped generations of gamers. But their story begins long before pixels and polygons, in a time when entertainment was a bit more analog. We're talking 1889, Kyoto, Japan. Nintendo was founded not as a game company but as a playing card manufacturer. Yes, those cardboard rectangles we use for poker, rummy, and countless other games, that was Nintendo's bread and butter. They even invented a new type of playing card coated with plastic, which became a huge hit in Japan. For decades, Nintendo thrived on cards, even experimenting with other ventures like instant rice and love hotels. That's a story for another time. But it wasn't until the 1970s that they dipped their toes into the world of electronics and, eventually, video games. Who knew that the company dealing cards would one day deal in digital adventures? Chapter 5, Lego Building a Legacy, Brick by Brick. Our final stop takes us to Denmark, the land of Hygge, and surprisingly the birthplace of the iconic Lego brick. Lego is practically synonymous with childhood creativity, with its colorful bricks inspiring countless imaginative builds. But before the plastic bricks we know and love, Lego's roots were a bit more wooden. It's 1932, the Great Depression is in full swing, And Ole Kirk Christensen, a carpenter by trade, is struggling to keep his business afloat. He decides to pivot from building houses to building toys, wooden toys to be precise. He called his company Lego, a combination of the Danish words leg and got, meaning play well. These early Lego toys were beautifully crafted, ranging from ducks on wheels to toy cars, and even a wooden version of the iconic brick we know today. It wasn't until 1949 that Lego patented the plastic brick, initially called the automatic binding brick. It took a while for the plastic brick to catch on, but once it did, there was no stopping it. The rest, as they say, is history. And there you have it, folks. From dried fish to wooden toys, these companies started from humble beginnings, proving that even the biggest tech giants had to start somewhere. It's incredible to see how these companies evolved from their humble beginnings, adapting, innovating, and ultimately shaping the tech landscape we know today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more tech insights. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.